and welcome back to SIA Speaks. You're joined here with the usuals, Mahnor and myself, and today we have our guest, Miss Annabelle, who's our school's counselor. So, could you start off by telling us a bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Annabelle and I'm the school counselor over here, and I cater to different learners, different age groups, as well as the staff. And so anybody that's got any concerns with their emotions or mental health and well-being in general can feel free to drop by in here and talk about it, and together we can work through the things that they find challenging.
So we hear a lot about mental health on social media. There's a lot of hype around it that we see. But why is it actually really important to be aware of what mental health is, why we should stress so much about it, and why is it good to be mindful?
Okay, so we all pay a lot of attention to our physical health and make sure that we're going to the doctor in time and that we're feeling up to it, but we're not paying so much attention to how we're doing internally, and our mind is responsible for so many things in the way that we function and the way that we go about our day-to-day life. So in today's day and age especially, it's important that we give mental health its due importance, acknowledge the impact that it has in our life and the ability or the influence it plays in the way that we go about doing things at home, at school, in our society and things like that.
Yeah, of course. And I personally, I see that change too around our environment at school, and how much more people talk about what they're going through or reaching out to people and stuff like that. So how has mental health and the acknowledgement of mental health changed in this past year? Because I see a lot more around school, and this room especially has been one of the updos that the school has had, and it's really like the second I come in here I feel like I'm in a safe environment where I can talk to you. And how has it changed this?
So I think over the last couple of months we've had a lot of people, there's been a lot more talk about mental health. We've done more awareness programs, we've had external resource people come in to give us these insightful talks and have discussions about it. Like you said, this room has been made to be a safe, comfortable setting that everybody and anyone feels welcome into. We've been doing more activities amongst our learners. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had a whole week that was dedicated for mental health, and we were doing different activities during the day, just giving learners the awareness and giving them some tips and tools and what they can do to better cater to their mental health.
And like the activities we see in our assemblies, we started doing 1 minute of mindfulness with
Well-being Wednesdays and stuff.
Yeah, with our learner leaders, and I see all the kids engaging, and it just seems like a great idea to me, and all the different changes that have been made in the school.
Yeah, mental health week a couple of weeks ago, we did Zen Zone, and we came in our pajamas the other day.
We look completely ridiculous on the podcast.
I mean, the idea was to create school as this comfortable environment, because it's like our home away from home at times. I spend half my life here, technically. So I wanted to go through how you take care of your mental health yourself. Like, do you have a routine? Do you have a dedicated day in the week? Like, what do you do to cope with all these emotions being thrown at you?
I think over time I've come to acknowledge that binge watching shows is not the best way to de-stress from work and things like that. So I've picked up different hobbies as such. I do enjoy sports, I do enjoy music. Recently I started painting because I found out mindfulness is not something that I'm very good at, but I feel like painting helps me with that. So yeah, it's like you said, it's important that being in this field as the school counselor, dealing with the different challenges, but also as learners, there's different things that we can try and get involved in and test the waters, that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course. Like personally, meditation and like sitting still and thinking about my surroundings doesn't work out for me. So like for me, it's like solving puzzles and like you said, painting. I was into that for a bit. And Mahnor, I'm sure we did a whole thing of bread making during starting in COVID and stuff.
Yeah, it genuinely, like, there's no better feeling than baking, because it's like it's science at the end of the day.
Yeah, like crocheting and all the grandma skills that you could think of. She's done it all.
Oh, wow. well, each to their own. I'm really happy to hear that you've got a routine yourself, and we genuinely encourage our learners to have some sort of coping mechanism. I don't want to use that word because it's really stigmatized nowadays. But through art therapy, through painting, to singing if you must, any sort of expressive technique that you can use to express your emotions, that's really great. And we're trying to implement that more in school as well with HPL and stuff. So we're ingraining like mindfulness into our learning.
So what are future plans? What are future events that we have in mind? Is there anything we see ourselves as a school representing all the mental health and talking about the importance of it, everything like that? So what are we doing in the future?
I think in the days ahead we want to continue the work that we've been doing, but again, try with some more. So recently we've got interns that are coming in to help us. So with them we're spreading the awareness of mental health and things like that. We've got programs, awareness talks and sessions already planned. We're planning on increasing the number of nurture group sessions so that everybody has access to this room and being able to speak to the counselor and just the resources that we have available.
And how would you, how would you identify someone in class going through something? So a lot of people know that, okay, I have my friends, I should help them out whenever they need my help. But how do you know when they need help, if that makes sense? Or is there anything we should look out for?
Like certain behavior changing and behavior patterns, you would classify as abnormal.
I think any change, any drastic change that we're seeing in a learner or for you guys with your friends, any change that is standing out and it's been going on for a while, it's been a while that you've noticed it, that's a sign to be slightly more alert and slightly more inquisitive about what's going on in their life. Because once our mental health is affected, it shows in our behavior, and as friends, you all can look out for it amongst your friends. As teachers, they notice a drop in grades or this child's acting differently than they were, what they used to. As parents, they're good people to identify that something's up with my child and something's bothering them. They might not always know how best to help, which is where I come in then, because teachers and you guys are parents refer learners my way, and then I'm here to help and take it forward.
Yeah, that's amazing. So here in this episode, we've gotten a bit of an insight into what counseling is like at our school, and we've gotten to meet Miss Annabelle. So I think it's safe to say that you can come to her at any point during your day if you think you just need a break from like your school life or your.
There's someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and I'm
very approachable.
Yeah, Miss Annabelle is always available for that. And so yeah, I guess this concludes it. Thank you, Miss Annabelle.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys.
Lovely to have you on this episode. So yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.